Hey there everyone, I'm Rasenryu, but my friends call me Rasen. First of all, let me just say how hype I am about the reveal of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. I was kinda hoping for another fighting term for the subtitle of the game, like Frenzy or Clash or Skirmish or something. Okay, maybe not Skirmish, but Ultimate fits, so whatever. They brought back everyone, like Pichu and Ice Climbers, and I'm so excited. My brothers are also over the moon about this reveal because it means even characters like Wolf return, but maybe I was a little too excited. I was screaming during the direct, and they were probably like, "Hey Rasen, I know this is exciting and all, but you're at a 25, and you're gonna have to come back down to at least an 11." But anyway, Sakurai-san said that there could be tens of thousands of tweaks, rebalances, and updates before the release of the game on December 7th, 2018. Just 6 months away! And you already know my impression of the game so far, but let me talk about why I'm so impressed before I get to my wish list. Because even with the thousands of changes, as a Smash player myself, I still have some things I would like to see in the game. Let's go! Okay, so, as I said, everyone is back. There are some newcomers too, and that's awesome. One of my favorite characters, Pokemon Trainer, is back. And there's also a female trainer. For the first time, that's gonna be my main. Female trainer is my main for Pokemon Trainer. Final Smashes are now more streamlined, which is awesome because that means you get right back to the game, but I still don't see them being tournament legal. And the dramatic slow-mo effects on strong attacks in 1v1s are going to make it so much more fun to watch, let alone play. And Ganondorf finally has his sword, so I can shut up about that now, like everyone else who was saying like Ganondorf should have his sword. Where is his sword? He uses a sword. Now he has a sword, so we can shut up. He also has his Ocarina of Time style, and that's really cool. The Smash Bros. Team also tweaked everyone's facial expression. So everyone is a lot more expressive when they're hit and when they're even doing actions, and that's awesome. And this is the part I was screaming about. Daisy is in the game. She's an Echo Fighter, so she's just like Peach, but just to be able to play as Daisy. Screw you, Peach. I'm picking up Peach just to play Daisy, so I'm picking up Daisy. And I was really excited about this. Zelda's A Link Between Worlds style is really cool. I'm glad they chose that. I never played A Link Between Worlds, but she looks great and fun, and it's awesome. So, the Squid Sisters is an assist trophy, and they shrink the stage so that it resembles sudden death, and that's interesting. I like that part. I always like seeing the Squid Sisters stay fresh. Another thing is that knocking out assist trophies earns you points, and that's cool. It means that you don't have to keep running away from assist trophies in free-for-all battles, or just battles with items or whatever. And Lyn and Waluigi are assist trophies. I'll come back to that. But ladder attacks are now a thing. They brought back ladders, so I'm glad they gave us ladder attacks because it was cumbersome. Cumbersome sounds like the right word. But to be able to attack off of ladders, that's great. Finally. Ladders are probably not tournament legal, but that's great in free-for-alls, finally. Directional air dashes are back in this game, and I really like that. It gives you more options in the air, but you do have a long cooldown on your directional air dash, so that makes it more strategic. That's great. Perfect shielding is changed. Instead of being when you begin holding your shield, you have to let go of your shield at the right time in order to perform a perfect shield. And that might give you an advantage, or it might not. It makes it a lot more technical and a lot more offensive rather than defensive as well. In fact, the whole game feels like that. The focus on offensive play instead of defensive play will probably bring back some of my friends who fell off of Smash because it was the opposite. The Great Plateau Tower looks nice. It doesn't really add much to the game except for being a stage where it's harder to be killed vertically, but it's nice. I like it. And Nintendo announced a brand new GameCube controller for the Switch, and it's awesome because there's a Smash Bros. Logo on it. But There's already a wired controller for the Switch that functions like the GameCube controller, coming out very soon, probably really close to Smash Brothers. So doesn't really make sense to have that in my opinion, but it's cool. They're making more GameCube controllers, that's cool. In the trailer and in the looks at the game that they were playing in the treehouse, it could be that every stage is coming back, just like every character, and with higher up reses, which is expected. It's great, but it better be, basically. you have a more powerful console, you're bringing stuff from old games into this new console, it better be better looking. The one thing I am excited about is that every stage not only has Omega versions, but Battlefield versions too. I still don't know if every stage is going to be tournament legal, but if they are, we have an option for it, which is always great. I'd rather have options. And Ridley's here! I wasn't one of the people who was looking forward to Ridley, but I am glad that he's here because so many people have asked for him, so that's awesome. They found a way to put him into the game where he's not too big and not too small. He looks freaking scary. He looks so ugly and so scary. His eyes look like it's in his skull. It's amazing. He looks great. He looks super awesome. And we get Snake back, which is amazing because I thought we'd never see Snake again. And the best part about Snake coming back is that David Hayter's voice is there. Whether or not he's re-recording his lines is a mystery, but hopefully he's re-recording his lines for reasons I'll go into soon. Okay, and that was my hype list. That was why I was so impressed with what I saw. So now for my wish list. And don't get me wrong, what we have now is great, but I just have a few notes. First of all, I want more Echo Fighters. Normally I'd be somewhat against clones because I feel they take up slots for different characters, but Nintendo, you decided to go against the negative stigma of clones and fully embrace them with Echo Fighters. So let me embrace you embracing them. Dr. Luigi, he's an echo of Dr. Mario, plain and simple, don't even need to change much. Blood Falcon, maybe. I mean, Blood Falcon is basically just a Captain Falcon clone. So if he's not an Echo Fighter, then just once again make him a costume change for Captain Falcon. Chrom. He can be a Marth or Roy Echo. And yes, we already have Lucina as an Echo of Marth, so make him a Roy Echo. I don't care how you put him in, just put Chrom in there. Grima, the antagonist of Fire Emblem Awakening, and he can just be an Echo of Robin. Plain and simple, depending on how unique his moveset could be. He could also just be an alternate costume, but an Echo character would be great. Metal Sonic, an echo of course, Sonic. And then he has just a few different properties and then that's it. As you can see, I'm not really going into much detail as to how these Echo Fighters would work. I'd just like to see them in the game. Maybe I'll go into details some other time. But anyway, Charlie, Brittany, Louie, and the President could all be echoes of Olimar. It shouldn't just be Olimar and Alf. Especially Louie. Louie should be in the game, so make Louie an Echo character, and then put Charlie in there, put Brittany in there for Olimar. Somehow, do it. Wouldn't even really have to change the moves, they all use Pikmins. Miss Pac-Man. Now, okay, so the reason Miss Pac-Man would need to be an Echo character is because of Pac-Man's Final Smash. Unless Pac-Man's Final Smash let you put a bow onto it just by changing the costume to a Miss Pac-Man costume, you wouldn't need a Miss Pac-Man Echo character. And Miss Pac-Man could have different B-move items to make her different enough to warrant an Echo. But Miss Pac-Man would be nice to see, so put her in. And I'd say Ryu gets 2 Echo Fighters. Well, one of the 2 or both or whatever. So Ken, because he's my favorite fighter in the Street Fighter series, or Akuma, because he's one of the more popular characters in the Street Fighter series. And Ken would have to be an Echo Fighter because he uses fire. Akuma would have to be an Echo Fighter because he uses multi-fireballs. So they have different moves. Make them Echoes. And this was suggested by one of my brothers, Jean, a Bayonetta Echo, because if Echo Fighters is a thing, you should have Jean. They're basically the same. Jean has blue stuff, Bayonetta has black and red stuff. Just put her in there. Octolings, the Inkling Echo. It only makes sense. Octo expansion already dropped, you have 6 months. Make Octolings. Put them in there. Echo Fighters. So now for my list for new characters. And Sakurai-san, I know you don't want us to wish for much, but you have to know that we're going to wish for much. Even if you show us that there's no chance of getting Lyn, Waluigi, Bomberman, Crystal, Knuckles, or Pauline, rip those guys. There's still plenty of other characters that could make it to Smash. King K. Rool, because we need more bad guys. Yes, we just got Ridley, but still, we need more bad guys. We need more antagonists. Bandana D, just to fill out Kirby's friends from Kirby's Return to Dreamland, and because he's like my favorite character in the Kirby universe. Micaiah from Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn, and she could use strictly tomes, though honestly, Robin. Oh, what? It's still going? Oh, wow, that's incredible. Okay, so where was I? My computer just ran out of power and I didn't plug it up until just now. So, yeah. But we're back. Let's see, where was I? Oh yes, was Micaiah. Okay. Yeah, so as I was saying, honestly, with Robin in the game, I'm seeing less and less the point to having her. Hector, because he's an axe wielder. Ephraim, or Oboro. Both are spear and lance wielders. Tails, because if anyone deserves to be in this game, it's Sonic's right-hand man. He could even be an echo character to Sonic with a hover jump. And the homing attack doesn't mean much because even Knuckles the assist trophy has a homing attack. So Tails could just have a homing attack. But a separate all-new moveset would be awesome too. Speaking of Tails, Shadow. Another Sonic Echo character, but once again he'd be better as an all-new character. Dr. Eggman Robotnik. We need more bad guys. Lloyd Irving. Because, you know, 2 swords. If you can do 100% of damage with 1 sword, then you can do 200% damage with 2 swords. Sound logic to me. And I'd like Scott Menville to voice him. And finally, Springman from ARMS. Because he's Springman. Does there need to be another reason? He's a boxer. Put him in Smash. And there are others who would be very nice to see, but this list got a little long, so maybe I'll save it for a separate video. Not yet done with the wish list though. Some game modes I'd like to see include Subspace Emissary 2, because we need a big new story with everyone in it. Smash Run, because it's the most fun I had on the 3DS version of Smash 4. And pretty much the return of every mode that's been in a Smash game, except for Smash Tour. It is the least fun I've had with any Smash. If it's gone, I won't cry about it. If it's back, that's fine too, because I'm sure some people liked it, but I just didn't. And to round off my list, yes, I'm almost done, I'd like some Easter eggs to return, like Snake's codec conversations, and hopefully David Hayter is revoicing his lines, Pit and Palutena's banter, because they're always funny, well, mostly funny, and Fox, Falco, and Wolf comlinks, because I want to hear the other Star Fox and Star Wolf characters in the game too. All of these are novelties that I hope aren't left on the cutting room floor in Ultimate. Yep, that's a big list. But I'm done for now, so if you enjoyed this video, mash those like, sub, and bell buttons, and let me know in the comments below who else I should have mentioned so I can feel like a noob and go, oh yeah, why didn't I mention that? The terms downloadable content, free to play, and clone characters have sort of negative connotations in the gaming world, being seen as gouging the consumer or companies taking shortcuts. Nintendo, being a company and all, is no different in that it employs these strategies for higher revenue, but it still finds a way to be different from the crowd. They make it a point and a purpose to try and rebrand these terms into add-on content in late 2012, free to start in early 2015, and now in mid-2018, Echo Fighters. I just find it funny that Echo Fighters is their latest attempt at breaking away from industry negativity, and yet still fully embracing the practice as a way to bring consumers what they want. Nothing against them either. I'm totally down, but will it work? Well, one thing's for sure, it's working on me. I got Daisy! And on that note, I'm Rasenryu, and I'll see y'all next time.